Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure talking to you on this Saturday afternoon and taking a cue from Mr. Ashish, what he said that point number one is be dispassionate when it comes to hearing news and then taking decisions based on past evidences or past occurrences. Now, I would differ a little from him there. What I would like to say is, definitely all of us are a bundle of emotions plus dispassionate beings. So when it comes to managing my money, our money, I would prefer that you hand it over to professionals, but still be emotional about the outcome or what is happening to my money. In that part, I would slightly differ from him. So be in touch with what happens to your money even after you part it to the professionals. So when I just entered this room, first of all, let me thank Mr. Gautam. He was the one who brought me here. I'm very happy to be among such great professionals who are sitting beside me, and I'm really thankful to Mr. Gautam for this. And what I wanted to know is, when I came in, I wanted to speak about investor awareness. And the first person whom I met here, the gentleman who's sitting on the very first seat, he gave me his story of how he had, lost around 4 lakh rupees by investing through a professional. So I got a very good example the moment I entered this room. So what precisely he was telling is his hard-earned money, his retirement funds, he had entrusted to somebody of, an MNC bank, and the lady in question had, put it into some mutual funds. And then after a few years, the value eroded by 2.5 lakhs. So I asked him only one question: sir, were you in touch with the lady as to where she is investing, in which mutual funds is she investing the money? Were you, in touch with her to find out what's happening to your money? He said, no, she was a professional, and I used to, just get in touch with her on and off and all that. But by the time she had quit the organization, my money was down by 2.5 lakhs, and then she went and settled somewhere in Rajasthan or something. So, are we... my only question is, see, all of us, I believe that we are all very fortunate, we are educated, and most of you here are Rotary members, I suppose, or ex-Rotarians, or I don't know what it is. I am talking to you for the first time. We are educated, we know where, at least we know where to put my fund, whether I should buy gold or get into real estate, or whether it's fixed asset incomes, or whatever is it. But major part of India, which only 2% of this population invests. Are we worried about the normal investors who don't even know what they are doing? Many people, I think, invest in cheat funds. Every time I go to speak, I've done about around 25-30 programs in the last 1 year. I hear a bag of woes saying that people have invested in cheat funds and they have lost money. Do we ever think of those people who don't know, who are misled? No, we don't. So, basic question is investor awareness. We should be aware as to what we are investing in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you a very small example in life. When we as women, to all the women here, when I go and choose a gold jewelry piece for myself, whether it is gold or it is an imitation, when I choose a sari for myself, or any sort of dress, I think all of us belong to the category of going through so many selections and then finalizing on something which I like. Is it true or not? 100%. Oh, all the men are answering, thank you. Probably they've been waiting behind their ladies to, finalize all this. But, okay, again with coming to students, they would go in for 10 different types, because I do a lot of student programs, 10 different types of mobiles to find out whether Samsung Galaxy is the best or Nokia Lumia is the best, they would. But when it comes to financial investments, do we any time bother to read what is written on those documents? No. Even I don't read, because it's too small. SEBI accepts that the print is very small. All those small things. Why would I read? Kaun dekhega ye sab cheez? Itna bada paper hai. I don't want to read. So I take the professional's help, right? But do I question? Basically, I am investing 2 lakh, 3 lakh of rupees into something which I am not even aware of. So basic questioning is not there with our investors. Point number one. And the people, and there is a very famous ad, one um, a person appears, I think it's for one of the insurance companies, don't question, and then he vanishes. I don't remember. Max. Perfect. So it's that way we people look at investment. So what my initial submission to this to us is, when we invest, please ask basic questions. Whether we are investing our own money, passionately, dispassionately, anything, please ask basic questions. Where my money is going into, keep track of your money and then do the investment. Please invest in the markets, because as all of them said, the returns on the markets will never be equal to your idle investment in gold or in real estate. The house I live in is always on papers. It is only their notional value saying I have 1 crore worth of property. The moment I move out of the house and sell it, only then I'm realizing that notional value, right? So it is only on paper that I know that I have this much property. So kindly be aware of what you're investing in and ensure that you keep track of what you're investing in, and only then we will become proper investors. And please share the knowledge with how many ever people would want. If I'm given a second chance, I will give you a few live examples of what is happening in the market currently, and if time permits, I'll speak to you for 5 more minutes. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. As a matter of fact, the same person who keeps track of his cash money morning, evening, doesn't keep track of the money that he invests. So I think that there is a lesson in it. But may I ask Ashish Somaya again to talk about what is the right kind of asset allocation for a group of people like us?
Okay, so thank you very much for calling me again. I'll just take a couple of minutes, and I should thank all the panel members. So I should